Hello everybody, CW here. I think I might get a little involved with another knife challenge started by our friend Reloading and More in 1966. He's got a little series going on Fridays, New Knife Fridays or something Fridays he's got it called. And I just watched his this morning, and I also watched Mike's last week. He started one up too. I don't know that he's going to do one every week, he said, but I know Reloading and More is going to do one every week. That's his deal. So I figured I got more than a few knives here I'd like to share. And this is one that didn't come up in my last challenge, knife challenge that we did, but I figured I would start off with this one because it's not practical for everybody, but it's certainly a cool knife that you don't see every day. And it's even got a couple of versions here, and I happen to have a small version and the biggest version. And this one is made by Tops, and it's the Tops Tracker. And it's a bushcraft survival type knife. More bushcraft than survival because it weighs a ton. And when you're talking about survival and things, this is weight is of big importance. You want something that's going to do the job, but you want to find something that's going to do it with the least amount of weight to carry. So this one may not get the vote all the time, but it was a little more popular years ago. It never really reached huge popularity, but it was a topic of a couple movies, and it kind of got a little bit of a bump in popularity because of that. And I don't remember the name of the movie, but it was a good 10 years ago, and it was just featured this knife. So what we've got here is something that I've wrapped with a little bit of paracord just to have with it. I've added a striker for ferrule rod for starting fires, and I put it on a cord so it can't get lost, and it's got a little sheath. So it's really nice to have that for this. And it comes with a Kydex sheath that holds it really good. Single tab, but all kinds of lash down points. A strap on the handle, which I think every single knife should have a lanyard loop for field use. And put a loop on it, put a lanyard on it. It really helps keep the knife in your hand so you don't lose it. It doesn't fly out of your hand. Really something that's overlooked and should be on every knife that you're going to use with any kind of hard field use. And let's take a look at it, because it's, like I said, it's a little bit different. And to look at it there, you wouldn't really know what you got here. And there it is. It's a big behemoth. It is over a 6-inch blade and just about 12 inches overall. So let's get the tape out here and I'll show you. So the length of the steel blade is just over 6 1/4 inches. Cutting is shorter, of course. You got to measure around, but it's just over 6 inches steel blade. It's a full tang, and it's full wicked thick. It's a 1/4 inch thick. I'll show you with the micrometer, with the vernier, and overall length is just shy of 12 inches. It checks in. It's a chunk in your hand, but what all these extra edges do for you is it gives you a lot more cutting abilities. It does have a sawtooth here on the back, which they are angled and they are sharp, so it would work as a saw. I don't know how much you're going to really cut with it, but it would work because it's sharp. Every one of those is sharp, and every one of them are angled. You can see them. You can see the angles. So it would work. And it's got a compound edge here that works really good for whiskering logs for fire. Works really good. It'll split. You could butcher with it It makes a dandy skinner. It's just big, but you can baton really good with it. It chops, it splits. Big honkin' heavy knife with a pretty good sheath. And like I said, they come in different sizes. They come in actually 3 sizes, and they're not cheap, so I don't have all 3 of them. I just got 2 of them, and I got this one because I thought it might be something that was nicer to carry and still have a lot of the attributes of the Big Brother. And it's got a similar sheath, and it's got some writing on this one. I know if I can get it in there so you can read it. But this one's got a little bit of a thinner blade. I didn't measure that blade for you, but this one here is 135 thousandths. So for its size, this has got a pretty thick blade. It's got a different coating on it. This one probably had it because I believe I got this one used, and I believe it's been stripped, polished off. It looks like it has. And you can see a little bit of the finish down in here around the handle, or up here it's more polished off. This has seen quite a bit of use, but not by me. I bought it used. This one here I bought brand new. So this one here makes great whisker sticks. It's light and small. It's shorter. It's much lighter, easier to carry. Overall length here is 6 3/4 inches with a blade overall length of 3 3/8 plus. Cutting length is probably a little bit shorter than that. Let's see if we can rock this on there. It's still under 4. It's about 3 3/4 inches cutting, and it's really sharp. Top knives are top shelf. They are really good quality. You can see the liners in there in the handle. They do for attractant and color and a little bit of cushion to stop cracking and problems with the handles. These are a fabric micarta handle. They offer good retention even when wet. It's got a saw blade that's also sharp. It's not quite as sharp as that one, but it would work. And it's just a dandy little knife. It comes with another Kydex sheath, and it's got the same holes so you can adjust and change things. You can turn this from horizontal carry to a vertical carry using the sides, the side two. It's just a really nice knife. Tops Tracker, and I think they make a Tracker 2 as well. And there you go. There's my first installment. Don't know how many I'll do, but I'll do a couple. Let me show you the thickness here. Just under a 1/4 inch thick. Hey, that would be a quarter right there, 250. And we're just under that. So it's a pretty heavy duty knife. And that's that. God bless everybody. I hope you had an awesome Thanksgiving. Please join us tonight on the Georgia Shooters Chat. We're going to talk about a couple things. We got a couple topics, and we want some input from you guys. We always drive from the side chat. We want to know what you guys think or what you guys want to talk about. So, God bless everybody. CW out.